Before we begin, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to Ear Candy English. Because what you're about to hear isn't just motivation, it might change the way you live your everyday life. Let me ask you something. How many times have you lost your peace because of one comment, one message, one moment? How many times did you react, then later think, why did I let that get to me? Here's the hard truth. Most people never hear the fastest way to lose control of your life is to react without thinking. We live in a world that feeds on reactions. People push your buttons, test your patience, cross your boundaries, not because they're strong, but because they want power over you, and the moment you react emotionally, loudly, instantly, you hand that power away. This isn't a video about pretending nothing hurts. It's about learning how to stay calm when everything tries to pull you into chaos. It's about protecting your peace in a noisy world and realizing that silence, patience, and self-control are not weaknesses, they are strength. And here's the mini hook you need to remember as we move forward. The calmer you become, the less controllable you are. Stay with me, because what comes next might explain why some people always seem unbothered, unshaken, and quietly winning at life. Here's the 500-word paragraph, written in asterisk natural American, spoken style asterisk, simple, deep, and practical. Let's start with a truth that might feel uncomfortable, but it can change your life if you really hear it. Every time you react without thinking, you give someone else control over you. Think about it. Someone says one sentence and suddenly your mood is ruined. Someone ignores you and your whole day feels heavy. Someone disrespects you and you explode. In that moment, who is really in charge? Not you. Your emotions are. And even worse, the person who triggered you now has power over your peace. Most people think reacting fast means being strong, honest, or real. But reacting fast doesn't mean you're powerful. It means you're predictable. It means anyone who knows how to push your buttons can control your behavior, your words, and your energy. And the world is full of people who want reactions, not solutions. They want to see you angry, emotional, shaken, because when you react, they win. The scary part is that this happens every day in small ways. A rude comment online, a passive-aggressive coworker, a family member who knows exactly what to say to upset you. And without noticing, you give away your calm, your focus, your dignity, all for a moment that won't even matter tomorrow. Here's something most people never realize until it's too late. Reacting feels powerful for about 10 seconds, but the damage can last for years. One argument can break trust. One angry message can end a relationship. One emotional moment can change how people see you forever. And after it's over, you're left with regret, replaying the moment in your head, wishing you had stayed quiet or handled it better. That's not strength. That's emotional slavery. You're not reacting because you choose to. You're reacting because you're used to it. But here's the good news. The moment you pause, even for a few seconds, everything changes. When you don't react right away, you take your power back. You remind yourself, I decide how I show up, not them. A pause creates space. And space creates control. You don't have to pretend you're not hurt. You don't have to swallow your feelings. You just don't let them drive the car. Strong people feel emotions deeply, but they don't let emotions make decisions for them. The next time someone tries to pull you into drama, try this simple rule. Breathe before you speak. Even 5 seconds can save you from saying something you can't take back. And here's the mini hook to carry with you into the next part. If reacting gives away your power, then staying calm is how you become untouchable. Because the more control you have over your reactions, the less anyone can control you. Here is the asterisk 500-word continuous paragraph. Asterisk based on asterisk E Chin So too. Most reactions become regrets. Asterisk written in asterisk natural American spoken English. Asterisk simple, deep, and practical for daily life? One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that most of our biggest regrets didn't come from what other people did to us, but from how we reacted in the moment. Think about it honestly. When you look back at painful memories, you don't replay the insult they said or the problem that happened. You replay your own reaction, the words you shouldn't have said, the message you sent too fast, the anger you let loose when you should have paused. In the moment, reacting feels right. It feels powerful. It feels like you're standing up for yourself. But once the emotion fades, something heavy shows up instead: regret. And regret stays much longer than anger ever does. People often say, "I was just being honest," or "I was being real," but reacting fast usually doesn't come from honesty. It comes from pain, fear, or old wounds that never healed. We shout when we feel small. We attack when we feel hurt. We defend ourselves when we feel threatened. But when the moment passes, we realize the truth. That reaction didn't protect us, it hurt us. Relationships don't usually end because of one big problem. They end because of one emotional moment that went too far. Friendships don't break from silence alone, they break from words that can't be taken back, and the hardest part is this: reactions can't be erased. You can delete a message from your phone, but not from someone's memory. You can apologize, but the moment still exists. People remember how you made them feel, especially in moments of anger. That's why reacting without thinking is so dangerous. It creates damage you never planned to cause. Most people don't want to hurt others. They just want the pain inside them to stop, even for a second. But reacting doesn't heal pain, it spreads it. And later, when you're alone, calm again, you see clearly and think, "I should have stayed quiet. I should have waited. I should have handled that better." That thought is heavy, and many people carry it for years. But here's the shift that changes everything. Emotions are real, but reactions are choices. Feeling angry doesn't force you to speak. Feeling hurt doesn't force you to act. There is always a small space between feeling and doing, and inside that space is your power. When something triggers you, try this simple habit: don't move right away. Let the emotion rise, but don't let it drive. Sit with it, breathe. Ask yourself, is this about right now, or is this something old? Most of the time, the emotion is louder than the situation. If you wait 10 minutes, an hour, or even a day, your response will come from clarity instead of chaos. And here's the mini hook to carry into the next lesson. Reacting may feel strong in the moment, but peace is stronger, and peace never creates regret. Silence is one of the most misunderstood strengths in the world, especially in a culture where everyone feels pressure to explain, defend, and react to everything. We grow up thinking that if we stay quiet, people will think we are weak, scared, or guilty. But real life teaches a very different lesson. Silence is not what you use when you have nothing to say. Silence is what you use when you know exactly who you are and you don't need to prove it. Think about how most arguments start. Someone says something unfair. Someone lies, someone tries to push your buttons, and the natural reaction is to jump in, talk louder, explain your side, defend your name, make sure everyone knows your truth. But here's the truth most people never learn. Explaining yourself to the wrong people doesn't bring peace. It brings exhaustion. When someone has already decided how they see you, your words won't change their mind. They're not listening to understand you, they're listening to react to you. And every time you step into that back and forth, you give them your time, your energy, and your emotional control. Silence breaks that cycle. Silence says, "I don't need to fight you to feel secure." It doesn't mean you agree. It doesn't mean you accept disrespect. It means you choose not to lower yourself into chaos. Strong people understand that not every battle needs a response. Some situations don't need words. They need distance. Some people don't need explanations. They need boundaries. When you stay silent, something powerful happens. You stop feeding the drama, you stop adding fuel to the fire, and slowly, the fire dies on its own. Silence also protects your dignity. Words spoken in anger can follow you for years, but silence never comes back to haunt you. People may forget what you didn't say, but they will always remember the calm way you handled a difficult moment. Silence keeps your image clean when emotions try to make it messy. And here's something important for real life. Silence gives you time. Time to think, time to feel, time to respond with intention instead of emotion. It allows you to choose your next move instead of reacting on instinct. That's not weakness. That's strategy. The loudest people in the room often feel the most insecure. They talk to convince others. Calm people don't need to convince anyone. Their presence speaks for them. You don't need to respond to every insult. You don't need to correct every misunderstanding. You don't need to explain your side to people who enjoy misunderstanding you. Sometimes the most powerful answer is no answer at all. And the funny thing is, silence makes people uncomfortable. Because they don't know where they stand with you. They don't know if they hurt you. They don't know if they won. That uncertainty is strength. Silence puts you back in control. So the next time you feel the urge to argue, pause, breathe. Ask yourself if speaking will bring peace or just more noise. And here's the mini hook to carry into the next lesson. If silence protects your power, then knowing where to spend your energy decides how strong you really become. Not everything in your life deserves your time, your emotions, or your energy. And this is one of the hardest lessons to learn because most of us were taught to respond to everything. Every message, every comment, every problem, every opinion. But the truth is, your energy is limited. You only wake up with so much focus, so much patience, so much emotional strength each day. And every time you give it to the wrong thing, you have less left for what actually matters. Think about how often you feel tired, irritated, or empty at the end of the day. Not because you worked hard on your goals, but because you spent hours dealing with drama, stress, or people who drain you. Some arguments don't move your life forward. Some conversations don't bring understanding. Some people don't want peace, they want attention. And if you keep showing up to every battle you're invited to, you'll slowly burn yourself out without realizing it. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's survival. It's saying, my peace is more important than being right. When someone criticizes you, gossips about you, or misunderstands you, your first instinct might be to explain yourself, to defend your name, to make them see your truth. But here's the reality. Not everyone wants to understand you. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you. And no amount of explaining will change that. So, instead of wasting your energy trying to fix what you didn't break, you learn to step back. You learn to ask one powerful question before reacting. Does this deserve my energy? If the answer is no, you walk away without guilt. Walking away doesn't mean you lost. It means you chose yourself. It means you saved your energy for things that actually build your life, like your goals, your health, your relationships, and your peace of mind. Every minute you spend arguing with the wrong person is a minute you're not investing in your future. Every emotional reaction you give to nonsense is energy stolen from something meaningful. Strong people understand this deeply. They don't try to win every argument. They try to win their life. They know when to speak and when to stay silent. They know when to engage and when to let things go. And because of that, they move forward while others stay stuck in the same emotional loops. You don't need to attend every argument. You don't need to respond to every text. You don't need to correct every lie. Sometimes the most powerful move is choosing not to participate. Let people think what they want. Let situations pass without your reaction. Save your energy for the places where growth is possible, because peace isn't found by fighting harder. Peace is found by choosing better. And here's the mini hook to carry into the next lesson. Once you stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter, you start to see who truly wins in the end. The person who stays calm always wins, even when it doesn't look that way at first. And this is something life teaches slowly, often through pain. In a loud world where everyone panics, reacts, blames, and rushes to speak, calmness stands out like quiet strength. Think about it. When things go wrong, when people argue, when pressure hits, most people lose control. They raise their voice, their heart races, their mind goes cloudy, and they make decisions they later regret. But the calm person moves differently. They breathe. They slow down. They see the situation clearly, while everyone else is stuck inside emotion. Calmness doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're weak or passive. It means you care enough about your life to not let chaos decide for you. Calm people keep their power because they don't hand it over to stress, anger, or fear. When you stay calm, you listen better, you speak better, you choose better. And people notice this, even if they don't say it out loud. Calm people are trusted. They feel safe to be around. In hard moments, others look to them because calm energy settles the room. Think about a time when someone stayed calm while everyone else was losing it. That person felt strong, grounded, steady. That's not an accident. Calmness is a skill. It's trained, not born. Life will test you every day with small storms. A rude comment, traffic, bad news, a mistake. These moments are practice. Each time you choose calm instead of panic, you build strength inside yourself. Calm people understand something important. Not every problem is about them. Not every storm outside needs to become a storm inside. When someone attacks you, it often has more to do with their pain than your actions. When something goes wrong, panicking doesn't fix it. Clear thinking does. Calmness gives you that clarity. It allows you to step back and say, "What's the smartest move here?" Instead of, "How do I release this feeling right now?" And here's a powerful truth for everyday life. Calmness protects your future. Decisions made in anger often close doors. Decisions made in calm open them. Jobs, relationships, opportunities, and respect are often lost not because someone lacked talent, but because they lost control in one moment. Calm people don't win every argument, but they win long term. They don't need to prove themselves. Their actions speak quietly over time, and the more calm you become, the less life can shake you. You start to realize that peace is not something you find after problems disappear. Peace is something you carry into problems. So when the world feels loud, fast, and overwhelming, remember this: anyone can scream, panic, or react, but the one who stays calm holds the real power. And here's the mini hook to take you forward. Once you master calmness, you'll realize it's not just a feeling, it's a way of living that changes everything.